So this is the Tesla radio. If you press the power button, it'll come on. It's pretty quick to come on because I've set it so that it doesn't go to sleep within 24 hours. After 24 hours, if you don't run the car, it'll cold boot. It'll take about a minute to cold boot. I have Waze to automatically run. You can turn that option off if you want. See, so Waze comes up. I don't want to show you my location. That's why I'm just moving the angle down. So everything works here. You can see. So I'm just gonna shut it down. Okay, so radio. You can hit a navigation to go to Waze or whatever the default navigation app you want to set it to. If I click on radio,
Charles just addressed the public.
In fact, it was 24 hours ago right now.
Yeah.
I'll just turn down the volume. The volume's always set to 10 whenever you turn the car on. Most stations have the RDS information. So, for example, here's the umbrellas on Chum. But when you press the home button, it only shows the station information. However, if you're playing music, and go back to the home screen, it'll show you, the name of the song. I'll show you how long it takes to cold boot. If I go to settings and do a reboot, by the way, I noticed the music or Bluetooth and USB music is a little bit lower in volume than the radio, so you might want to crank it up a few notches. And here are the two USB ports. The wires just run behind, comes to my glove box, and my USB has all my music and movies on there. So it does. So when it cold boots, it does take about a minute to load up. And like I said, if you don't, right now it's set to 24 hours. I'll show you where it is on the settings. 24 hours for it to sleep. So if you do drive the car within the 24 hours, it does load up quickly. Otherwise, it will cold boot like that. So I'll show you in the settings. There you go, system settings. Here it is, sleep time. Okay. So next is the video. So you can, watch movies. The auxiliary is for input of, if you haven't, RCA cables aren't provided, but if you hook up RCA cables and have another input of some sort, it will show up here. Phonelink works. I've tried it, but I don't like it because it mirrors your phone and the size is the same as your phone, so it's of no use. DVR, I'll get back to the other ones. DVR is, I don't think that's enabled, but you also, even if it is, you need to buy a DVR cam. I'll get back to the app list. Here's all the apps. Netflix works. See? And YouTube. And I also have IGO Navigation. If you don't want to use Wi-Fi or have data for your navigation, you can click on the IGO. I'll append a video of how the IGO works. What else? The file manager. I mean, this is an Android tablet, so you can go to File Manager and see what kind of files you have in there. You can also upload, like in the movies or music. Right now, music I have. Oops. I don't know why I went there, but anyways, it shows, you know, all the files you have. Cam. You can add a few more cameras for the side and front. I don't have them. I do have a rear view cam. I can show you that. So it shows the lines as well, and they're dynamic. So I was using my phone to record, so once I made a call you couldn't hear it. Anyways, the Bluetooth calling works. By the way, I routed the mic up to here. You'll notice, I do notice some road noise, so I ended up buying another separate Bluetooth device to use. I think all these Chinese radios, you know, it picks up a lot of road noise, so in any case it does work. You also have Bluetooth music. Here is the Bluetooth music. You can't hear anything because I'm using my phone to record. Once I'm recording it, for whatever reason, it shuts it off, or it shuts off the sound coming, but rest assured it works. Also, I want to show you on the home screen, you can see my right passenger door is open now, so you can see that it's open. If I click on radio,
Savings are on now at Mobile Clinic. And we've got
if I click on
like free Skull Candy earbuds
back on the home, so you can see this on the home screen. Also, if I click on music and say I'm playing, so it's playing music from the radio. If I click back on home, so you can see the name here too. Note on the radio, there is an RDS function, but it's very small. You can see that it shows something here, the name of the song or whatever the name the radio is broadcasting. So you click back on home, it doesn't, the RDS information unfortunately doesn't show up here, but it does show what channel you're on. Now, one thing about Waze, I don't know why the voice assistant doesn't work on it for some reason. I tried, you know, going to assistant. The assistant, Google Assistant, has to be enabled for the voice to work, but whenever I enable the see, it goes here, and I you have to set Google as your default app assistant. It's already set as Google, but when I go back into Waze, it only works for like a split second, and then it doesn't work again. So I don't know why. Just to let you know. What else is there? I think that's about it. Yeah, so, and here's the HVAC controls. All these controls work. You can press the if you press a button, it brings up another screen. When you open the door, there's a OBD2 connector. So when you open the door, you can see, it'll show you what doors are open. There's a security LED. There's also a passenger seatbelt LED. So if the front passenger is not wearing seatbelt, this LED will blink. Go back here, turn off the radio. Go into settings. Navigation, right now I have Waze as the default navigation. You can change that. It's the GPS monitor, date and time, language, equalizer, dimmer. Right now, for nighttime use, when you have your headlights on, the screen will dim to half intensity. System settings. This is where I have the auto run navigation set. You can turn it off if you don't want it. The rest of this stuff, I don't think you should touch. Everything's set to work or it's optimized as best as it is. Wheel settings, everything works. Like all these buttons work. On this side, the voice button becomes a mute button, but everything else still works. So I can show you that. Before I show you that, the last item here's system info. This is a 2 gig RAM, 32 gig ROM. I know it shows 26.8 here. I think maybe some of it's reserved for its own use. So let's go back into the radio. See, I can, if I press the buttons here, you can see, and I can press the up and down buttons to change the channels, and press the mode button to change the mode. And that's it. I believe that's about it. Thank you. So I also have the back to the IGO map. So this navigation system doesn't require Wi-Fi. So to operate this, you can click on the menu there, the 3 bars. You can hit new route, and see, you can search by address or whatever. So for example, I can click on this, select this destination, see, start